Hey, cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ice cold water.
Free ice cold water.
Why do we have ice cold water? Because it's part of the story here. Wall Drug, you should check it out. I'm not going to do the whole story, but it's really awesome. It's a little old Catholic family of
Ted and Dorothy.
And they started Wall Drug, or he was a pharmacist, and he bought Wall Drug back in 1931, which was right during the Depression. So times were tough, and it was a constant struggle trying to get business, and they wanted to, they just felt like they weren't really living out to their fullest of abilities. And so
they gave it a 5-year plan, and Ted told Dorothy that if in 5 years they weren't vibrant, they could do something different. So it was approaching the 5-year deadline, and Dorothy had a good idea. She went to take a nap one day on a hot summer day, and it was so hot she couldn't sleep, and it was so loud because she could hear the cars going up and down the interstate,
just
like we can hear right now. But anyway, she came back over to the pharmacy and told Ted, she was like, I have an idea. We should be offering free ice water to all the people that are driving down 16 because they're hot and they're tired of driving, and it'll refresh them. And so that's what they did. She went and made some signs, put them out on the highway, and people started stopping for the ice cold water. And then before you know it, they'd ask for an ice cream cone, ask for something else, and the rest is history. They never struggled having customers.
Boom. All of a sudden,
all because of ice water.
All because of something simple like that. It turned into this massive business, and they have annually, I don't say it wasn't annually, but at any given summer day, they can have up to 20,000
people
customers here. And there's probably, I don't know how many are here today, but it's packed.
It's a whole little shopping center now, but they do still have a pharmacy. We just visited that. And they have about 2 million visitors a year here in the Badlands.
So restaurants, there's coffee, there's obviously touristy shops and stuff for all your little knickknacks and needs. And so it's a cool stop. We were actually going to skip it, and I'm so glad we didn't.
We're so glad we didn't, and we actually stopped. And now we're going to go walk around and see what fun we can get into. Of course, they have homemade ice cream, fudge, they have food. Lots of different things.
Hey, but the main message here is don't give up on your dreams, because you can really make them happen no matter where you are. This is a prairie land. There's nothing here. And, now it's this huge tourist stop on the way crossing towards South Dakota, going to the Black Hills, or if you're going west towards Yellowstone, whatever. So don't ever give up on your dreams. You can build your dreams anywhere.
I think what I read was when they bought the pharmacy, there were about 300 residents in Wall. And now to this day, there's still not very many. I think less than 1,000. But so many people stop here. So,
and guess what? It's given all the 300 people probably work here if they're not out farming. So anyway, all right. Peace. What are you doing?
We're gonna get our passport stamped.
It was a toss-up. Should we go to the dump station or the
stamp station?
We're gonna go to the stamp
station. So where are you putting yours, in the Rocky Mountain region?
Yeah, 'cause that's what it is.
Yeah.
So if you
It just didn't
get the
get-
sticker there,
Yeah, we've just been doing the stamps, but it doesn't have it listed in the numbers.
It doesn't?
I didn't see it. 20, maybe I just saw it. Hold on, I just saw Badlands. There it is, number 22.
Yeah.
There it is, 22. Okay. Psych, I was trying to see if you were paying attention.
I wasn't.
All right, we're gonna go here. Ooh, that's a pretty one. All right, is that the right date? 5/28.
Got it.
All right.
We came, we saw,
the stamp station?
we conquered. So that was the Ben Rifle Visitor Center. Supposedly there's another one on the other side of the park. And we're doing all this while we were supposedly waiting at the Treasury office back in Rapid City. And they texted us about 10 minutes ago and said, we're ready for you. And we're about an hour and a half away. So, oh well, I guess we'll just have to be late. All right. So if you're in the Badlands area, go on the Highway 44. It's beautiful. It's not the main highway, it's not Highway 90, but it's basically the south side of the Badlands. This whole stretch, we've had the coolest views over yonder. You can see them. Isn't it cool? Is that another cop?
Probably.
And that's not a cop. Anyway, there's buffalo over here. It's just very picturesque and not as congested as Arlington. So, yeah. Touch from the coast. Ta-da!
Hello.
Hello.
Where are we?
Guess.
We're at Crazy Horse.
Can you see? But all right, what have we learned? So we did a brief, I don't know, what, 10-minute, 15-minute little video, movie, whatever.
The traditional ways of the Lakota, preparing him for his future life as a warrior for the tribe. He was not named Crazy Horse at first. He started out as Curly, possibly because he had wavy hair. Later, after he proved himself in battle, Curly earned his father's name, Crazy Horse, Tashunkawitko, which means his horse is crazy.
But it told us a little bit about the monument, and it's very informative, a lot of stuff that we didn't know coming into it. But Korchuk Zukovsky, anyway, Korchuk, let's just call him Chuck for short. You know, he basically took on this mission of this monument and making it what it is today, and it became like his life's mission, his family's mission. His family has taken over. He, bless you.
Bless you.
Chuck died in '82. His wife died in 2014, but
They had 10 children who are now carrying on the tradition of finishing the monument, and their grandchildren and probably even great-grandchildren.
yeah.
But it's not just coming here looking at a sculpture or the United States Indian Museum or Native American Museum. There's also an Indian university here where people come to college to learn, to spread the Indian culture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you come to South Dakota, Black Hills, you should go check out Crazy Horse.
And you can pay $5 to get on a bus and get a little closer. But we opted to spend that money in the restaurant. We just ate a yummy meal.
Yeah, or you can do, I guess they call it a donation. You can do a $125 donation. You can do a van tour where you go up on his arm. They have made a lot of progress since 2020, actually. They've made a lot of progress on his hand. So they are, you can see with the crane back there, they are constantly working on it. Who knows? One thing that we thought was cool was, you know, what Chuck said about the timeline. It's like, it doesn't matter when this gets done, he knows it will get done, and that legacy will live on, but it doesn't matter if it takes a year, 100 years, or however long, but the main thing is that it's getting done, and it's kind of, you know, it's letting us know that history of our country and about the Indian culture and stuff that we should be aware of.
And I really like that when he said time is relative and it doesn't matter how long it takes. Just know that you've got to finish and you've got to have your goal and your dream, and just to keep dreaming until it's there and it's reality. And that's what they're going to do. It may take a while to finish and actually have the horse and the sculpture too. It may take another 100 years, but it'll get done between his family because they've devoted to it.
That's right. That's right. And one thing that I've learned is that seeing these monuments makes me realize that my nose isn't that big after all, is it? I mean, look. Here, y'all, check it out. I don't know. Is my nose
Put it in the comments.
that big? We've never heard of Wind Cave National Park, have you? So we're gonna check it out and see what's up.
Yeah, what's all that? Tomorrow we'll be selling tickets as soon as we open. I do expect it'll be a little less busy tomorrow.
So we're taking advantage of this beautifully rainy day here in Keystone, South Dakota, home of Mount Rushmore, to visit the National Presidential Wax Museum. And we'll have a little fun inside, so stay tuned. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 407 years ago. No, it's not. Everybody get your brooms, because it's a mess. That's how we're gonna do it.
Cool.
Dating back to ancient Roman Greece, the art of sculpting human effigies out of wax has captivated mankind. In fact, wax sculpture, as well as its popularity...
There's Donald J. Trump.
Nope. Not finished. Hello.
Hi, thank you.
Sure. Did y'all go all the way up?
Yeah.
All right.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Good. Okay.
She doesn't remember.
Yeah.
The other mountain.
Okay. Okay.
Getting in my shoes.
Uh-oh.
Picked a perfect day, didn't we?
Thank God we had a nice day.
Amen.
No, showing her. It's got all those rainbow light colors. Okay. Okay, cool.
How y'all doing? Hey. Better than I deserve.
Oh.
Stupid GoPro, stop working.
Every time you ask that, we're gonna do an extra hike.
Ooh, you're doing great.
I know, look how close we are.
All right, y'all, so we reached the end of the trail, but that means we just gotta go back to the beginning. But so real quick, let me refer to my handy dandy notes here. It's a 3-mile trail out and back. It says it takes 1 to 2 hours. I don't think it takes that.
My wife came prepared. You better put that up before she sees it.
Hey, we have a YouTube channel, so we gotta tell people all about our
That's right.
trail.
It's beautiful and mystifying.
Took 50 minutes to get up.
Took 50 minutes to get up, so I guess it does take about 2 hours. It connects with the Black Elk Trail and Little Devil's Tower Trail, which you might, if you keep watching, you might see the Big Devil's Tower. Parking is limited. That is a fact.
It got its name because of its resemblance to organ pipes in the back of a cathedral.
Yeah, and before choosing Mount Rushmore, Gutzon Borglum first considered carving the spires into historical Western figures. That's what we were talking about.
Yep.
And it is, where did I see? It's a national...
It was the picture I took when
It's a national natural landmark.
And we gained 475 feet in elevation the whole time. The whole time that Jennings was asking how much longer.
Yeah, but she didn't give up.
And she made it to
She
the top.
made it to the top. And now we're going to
Go to the bottom.
go back down that way. All right, there's the eye of the needle.
We've
I think
already changed.
here's Lone Rock.
Hey, look, Jennings, you can almost
All right,
do
let's
like what we do with the clouds.
Play the game of what object do we
I know,
see in
because
the
I see
rocks?
like a gnome right there with his hat on.
Left, 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 right, left. Watch out for that. That'll ruin your day. Hey.
No, both of them?
Alright, just enjoy moving.
Look, it's a bear. I was filming her, and then I felt like there was something crawling on my neck. I think we should pay, what is it, grape and grind?
We're nowhere near that.
Here we are.
Oh.
Kinda. One more visit.
Says the person that says we don't need to
Hey.
spend any money for 5 days.
Listen, if you're the millions of viewers watching our channel,
we need donations for coffee.
please send donations for coffee. Because if we keep this up, if we keep drinking coffee and bubble tea like this, our travels will soon come to an end and we will never, ever be able to provide this amazing footage ever again. So please consider becoming a Patreon and contributing to our coffee and bubble tea addiction. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now. Good job.
Put your water.
Look at that rock. I don't know if camera does it justice with the colors. So cool. But what are some of your favorite hikes? We're going to be doing a lot of hiking.
Specifically in the Pacific Northwest.
Tetons, Yellowstone, Glacier, Banff, all coming up soon. And then Pacific Northwest. So drop them in here and let us know where we should go. You can tell we're highly experienced and trained hikers. Can you tell by looking at us? And we all clearly have the proper shoes and apparel.
There's been a lot of people out here with tennis shoes on.
Don't
Don't let that stop you. Don't let people think that you have to have all this fancy
Hey,
equipment.
we're doing it. I didn't say it has to stop you. I'm telling people that how highly trained and skilled we are. I'd like to believe that if something happened and we got stranded, I could live out here for years. Just me.
What are you gonna eat?
I'll probably feed off of some bear. You know, I'd eat some berries and maybe walk into town, get some coffee.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to live 3 days without coffee.
That's not true.
All right, challenge on to see how many days without coffee you can go.
No, I'm not accepting that challenge. I think it's fitting that this video I'll use some of it to be the end of our stay here in Custer State Park, the Black Hills. We've been here a week. It's been excellent. I highly recommend coming here and spending some time. Have y'all enjoyed it?
Yeah.
It has rained a lot while we were here, but we've still managed to get out, explore,
Go to the lodge,
do all kinds of
Go to-
stuff.
do laundry, go to
seen-
Mount Rushmore like 3 times.
Well, we went once, but we've driven
Well, yeah,
around
but
it
then when
several
you drive
times.
around it, you see it so many more times once you've been there.
Yeah, but yeah, that about
we are back at
wraps
the
her up
stream.
here. And we'll be moving on to the next state over. Do you know what the next state over is?
Jennings, what's the next state over that we're going to?
Ding, 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 ding. What are some things to do in Wyoming? Pretend we don't know. Let us know down below. What would you do if you were going to Wyoming? And let's see if it's on our list. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Say bye.
Bye.